Is there anything I can put here other than some V's? Why can't these simply collapse all the forma together? Honestly, the tree gets me. Just put all the formas together, man. Why do we have like so many formas? We have a stance forma, we have an aura forma, we have the omni forma now, and then we have the standard forma, and then we have the umbra forma. Half of them are not even useful. Why? Why not simply make one forma and that's it, and make it expensive and that's it? What's the point of segregation? Normal forma and umbra forma would be nice, but that's it. Ultimate would be nice and that's it. Normal forma could be universal forma by default, while umbra forma is for umbra. Yeah, exactly. And they will still not like release new umbra mods. They're completely allergic to it. The day that Warframe is closing down, they'll even still then like refuse to put in new umbra mods. They themselves said there is no point in making Archgun arcanes, even though it's literally the biggest lie you've ever seen come from their mouths. D lies a lot, trust me, they do. You see, you don't understand what D is trying to imply. D is trying to imply that the catch-22, where people don't use the Archguns because they're so much weaker than even a standard pistol nowadays in Warframe, is the reason they won't give the Arch stuff. Well, the Arcanes. Why does Prote have 4 eyes?
Woo! Oh yeah, bro! My muscles are pumped!
Why do I always get hard drive and why crying gift? He cries.
Levels dropping. That bought you some time. You're welcome.
What did you do? My job here is done, but you didn't do anything. You're welcome.
So, breathing a little easier?
I'm breathing you, how about that?
Kalimos is working hard to find the Legasite for us.
He's working hard.
Protect her. Don't you agree?
It's working hard. This little asshole is working hard. We bring her food and she's working hard. Does she put on her little work hat and start working? Does the side have the soul back? Of course they have the soul back. See, an entire weapon that relies one entire build to be used. Sad bad scan. Like most printers nowadays that barely work. Hold on, what? Hold on, wait, hold on, this doesn't make any sense. Wait, hold on, what? Protea is being served. There's a serve.
These scrubbers are prone to spore growth. You don't shoot it off and it could become fatal. For the scrubber and you.
Scrubber really matter.
You're looking to get irradiated?
You're looking to get irradiated. Tell that to Arthur, you little skank you. So, hey! How do I? Yeah, I have no idea what I'm supposed to do about that, man. I can't even stab that, can I? Oh, you can. See, it's a good game by mistake. You again? Ugh. Where are you?
While Scaldra is distracted, I'm taking the opportunity to make some new acquisitions. Like this. Don't worry, I'll share. Extraction is ready. I can't ask you to fight any longer. But if you wanted to fight longer, I wouldn't.
Where is he?
We shall starve the Takrot of vital nutrients.
I'm gonna
by
starve
forcing it
you
to
out of
create
love.
Legasite
Help
after
the
Legasite.
cat, man. MR24 player that knows what to do with the sacks for Kalimos. Wow. And there goes a high-level player not knowing what to do. Most likely that high-level player in their spare time, they generate AI pictures of Ember getting railed.
Our faithful Kabat has roused the prey.
Pirate Pirate censored payload? What are those 3 words, huh? Yo, Dio, are they like three letters? That is like a 3-word letter thing. Why is it censored, huh? What's going on?
Spore contamination is getting out of hand. Start holding your breath.
Mm.
60 seconds to critical. Activate a scrubber, set off some Spore X, or get the hell out of there. Oh, hey, welcome to the find out phase.
Yo, motherfucker! I could have made it! But you fucking asses are gonna take about 1.5 minutes to 2 minutes to get here! I can't hold it that long! Dude, I was doing so well in that fucking stalker and the 2 teammates that don't get there in time!
Enjoy, and please, leave something in the little box over there.
Don't you wanna accept bond monies? What do you mean unknown error?
Unpredictable, and a miraculous example of harnessed antimatter. It would be a...
I don't care. Shut the fuck up, honestly. By the way, how much does a Warframe weigh? Would the bike even be able to support our weight? You know, like the Transformer movie?
Now,
When John... Wickety! Sorry, they couldn't have found a stupider name for their character in the Transformers series. When that bike tries to have sex with the guy, and I'm like, dude, it's a bike. Like the robot is a bike. Like how? You know, technically she would crush him. Just saying. How much does a bike weigh? I mean, bikes aren't light, you know. Like technically, you'll be dead underneath her. Okay, while people do that, let me Google this. Average weight of a motorbike. What is 600 pounds? I don't understand.
It's trying to run.
Google, your eye sucks.
It's failure.
Judgy fans hijack. Judgy fans hijack, what? Don't get uphill so acre as hot. G1? I have no idea who that is. I'm talking about the one with the Michael Bay movies. I don't know if that's the name of the bike. It's the evil bike, the evil one. The one that goes to university and turns into a human and tries to have sex with a hero to steal information. 600 pound to kilogram. Yeah, I want to talk normal. Okay, 272 kilograms. Okay, it's not that heavy. Is that seriously how much a bike weighs? I thought it would be minimum of 300 kilograms. Okay, apparently I don't know anything about bikes. But my point is, how does a bike turn into a human and she's averaging 300 kilograms? There's a joke in there about your mama. It doesn't even make any sense. How the bike turn? Because if the bike is 300 kilograms and it sits on you, like even if it transforms into a human, wouldn't you die? Tech brother infector Billy Matter. Was it in the movie? No, it wasn't in the movie where they have the Romeo and Juliet law. No, those came later. No, that wasn't with the Wickety. Wickety. God, it must have been so hard for the voice actors to say the word Wickety, Sam Wickety. Every time I heard that, all I could imagine was Optimus Prime was so tempted to simply start singing Wild Wild West. We don't talk about that one. Nobody wants to talk about that one. I mean, what terrible writing, honestly. It'd have been so... Like, I'll totally understand if at least, you know, the daughter fought with dad and she was, like, referencing all this stuff and she was trying to become a lawyer or something. Like, her aspiration was to become a lawyer, so she knows all the rules. They could literally have written a better idea as to why she's doing what she's doing, but instead the guy was out the guy. Oh my god! Honestly, people have no reason to complain about AI story writing or anything like that, since people apparently also can't write a story.
Yeah, we're tonight. Are you?
Oh, Zeke, you trust me, you don't want to see that bacon smile. There were so many solutions to that one piece of dialogue, and their best idea was to pull out the card with the law written. That was the most the writers could come up with. They just couldn't think of any other idea to naturally and organically to put out that information. But yeah, I don't think it was that one. Yeah, no, that wasn't Sam. Or was it? No. Or was it the one where the girl talks to Megatron and she's like, be nice, and so it becomes nice? No, wait, that's... No, that's the one with the dog... No, that... I actually don't remember. Somebody's gonna be like, you don't understand, they can compress their weight. And I'm like, yeah, that makes sense, except, you know, there's a limit. There's a certain ratio at that point, like, because, you know, go from big to small, technically, unlike what Marvel makes people believe, you know, in Marvel, you see somebody big, they transform small, and it's like, oh no, a door stopped them. They would essentially be the speed of a bullet and just pierce through the door. No! I forgot to change my parents' genie. Like, technically, at that point, her weight would be hyper-focused. His pelvis would be smashed. Also, that was their solution to fuck. Yo, boss! Boss! Yes. What is it, subordinates? How do we extract information out of this human? Yo, bike. Yes. Transform into a hot woman. What? Extract the information out of him. Boss, I don't think you know what it means, extract. Also, those are the wrong words to use. I mean, I guess Megatron knew what people wanted. Hold on. If Megatron knew people were that fucking horny, why didn't he just take over the world with sex bots? Why was everybody so stupid in that movie, actually? Huh? Am I there for... Did the audio just die in the game? Holy shit, where are these bugs coming from? God, it feels such a waste to play these missions when you have nothing to upgrade.
Mold can grow on your water filter if you don't clean it enough.
Amir,
Well,
your little prince grows mold on me. Also, I always find it funny whenever a new Transformer movie comes out and people are like, we want to go back to basics, we want the good Transformer, the good old days, not the Michael Bay trash. And then new Transformer movies come out and nobody watches them and they fail and they're like, okay, let's go back to Michael Bay. And then people watch it and they're like, these movies suck, we want the good ones. And then they're like, okay, let's make the good ones, and then nobody watches them. And they're like, okay, let's go back to Michael Bay, and then people watch Michael Bay and they're like, these are the shit ones, we want the good ones. God. Being a Transformer fan must be like a thankless job, honestly. I don't even know why people open their mouth. Like, they're not watching them and then they complain when Michael Bay makes the other ones. Where 300 kilo lady wants to sleep on our hero to extract information out of it.
breathing easier? I wouldn't get used
I'm breathing you. I mean, the part that really got me back in the day was the first Transformer movie. Everybody complained about the action scenes being confusing. And all I could think about was like, you guys are just, you know, what would you call them? God, that wasn't even like a standard thing people had. People just started using it later when a bunch of webcomic artists said that. Every time a Transformer movie was talked about, especially the first one, people were like, it looks like a bucket of spare parts rolling around, CGI, And I'm like, that's... no? You could tell who was who! And by the way, the first Transformer movie, I watched it on my fucking phone. It came with my, like, one of my old Nokia phones. It came on it for free. The only catch was if you formatted your phone, you lost the, the movie. That was the only catch. But even on a tiny phone screen like that, I could tell what was going on. Who was the good guys, who were the bad guys. Like, the bad guys were all silver. or darker colors, and the good guys were all bright colors. It was honestly not that hard. And the bad guys were all like different size, you know, the bigger they were, you could tell like who they were, the big guys, that's it. You could tell their rank, and that's it, it wasn't that complicated. But you had a bunch of internet weeps, or should I say webcomic artists, the most prestigious job in the world, being a webcomic artist, that in their spare time has to make adult art in order to make bill payments. Sorry, I need to be mean with this. But basically, all those assholes started complaining because I guess they have ADHD, or they have Alzheimer's, or they have 1 out of 20 vision or something. And they're like, we can't determine what we watch in a movie. We can't tell, And I'm like, dude, how can you not tell who was a good guy and who was a bad guy? This one scene I don't understand. It's like a tumbler wash full of spare parts rolling around. And I'm like, dude, no, not even close. Don't you know Optimus Prime looks like blue and red? Like, are you stupid or what? And so every single webcomic artist started saying that, and all the loser nerds out there just started literally copying the same information. Then Transformer 2 comes out. I mean, whatever, but then the scenes like the one, like, even then I was like, how did this work, man? Don't you know how machines work? And that was the one scene everyone on the internet was like, wow, 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 Baka, it's so hot, man. Robo girl sitting on you. I'm like, you guys that complained about the scenes in Transformer 1 are actually complaining. Not complaining. You're worshipping the scene. Not the sin. The sin, I mean, the movie had sins. You're complimenting the scene where a 300-kilo girl is sitting on a guy? Even though he should be dead by now? Okay. And then Romeo and Juliet comes out. Also, was it in the second one or was it in the third one with the giant robo-balls? And then they make the Bumblebee movie. Whether the Bumblebee movie is good or not, I mean, I think it was decent, but then nobody watches it. And they're like, yeah, we didn't watch the Bumblebee movie. We didn't care for it. By the way, Michael Bay is a bad director. We hate his movies. Okay, then why didn't you watch the Bumblebee movie? I think the people just want to complain about the Transformer movies. They don't actually want to watch them. They just hate watch them, and then they complain about them. And when the good one comes out, they're like, yeah, we're not gonna watch it anyways. The excuse is always the same. All I know is that the excuse is literally always the same. Oh, well, you know, Michael Bay did damage to the brand. That's why I didn't watch it. And I'm like, that's not how it works, man. That's literally not how it works. That's not an excuse. This isn't like that movie, Suicide Squad. You know, where it did such damage to its own brand that the second one suffered for its scenes. Like, that's not what happened, you know? That's not what happened here. Let's be honest for a second.
What can I say? We missed you!
No, you didn't. Do you just not care, technician? She's like, yeah, I don't care, honestly.
God, I can barely control myself around you.
By the way, did we start with the one-shots again? Are you... Wow, we had to kill 3 times?
Leaving so soon?
Very interesting choice, D. Okay, D, honestly, at this point I'm really tired of this fight. It's so bad, honestly. I mean, I don't know how you're supposed to even avoid the thing, the blast missiles. Matchbox double cheese. I don't even know where the thing is coming from, the magnetite. What the? Oh my god, these toxin stacks, honestly. D, not everybody's Revenant. I don't know how many times the community tells you this, but not everybody is Revenant. Oh my god, maybe just remove Revenant's skill and rebalance the entire game. Yo! You just applied 10 stacks of slash on me, man. Nobody's gonna survive that. Is it you? Hey, are you in my ass? Sorry, mine's at your ass.
Get ready to defend.
Did I see?
I'm in, Tenno. This will
Did
take
I
a
see? I did. Dude, I can't have he knows what they're doing or not. Sometimes, I swear. Like, I'm not gonna say anything, but some people just have a very natural ability of playing coy. But yeah, I literally had a friend of mine, like, text me, not text me, but like, ask me, hey, like, what was that game called again? And I'm like, which game? I mean, I don't play too many games, so of course, you know, I was having a good idea which one to say, except I didn't know what he was gonna say the next word. And he basically asked, I'm sorry. Except I don't expect him to say the word say with the... with the lady. He used the M word, you know? I also had no idea. I didn't understand what he was saying, because he was like, hey, what's that game that you play? The one with the, you know, the stuff and stuff. And I'm like, which game? I play quite a few, but, you know, like, do you have a specificity? I have a few games like this, a few games like that. You know, which one, buddy boy? Which one? Explain. And like, the next words are like, with the filthy lady. When he said, hey, dude, what is that game called? The one advertising the milky lady, and I'm like, what do you mean? Which game? I don't play any games like that. And he's like, no, the one on the Androids. And I'm like, what game on Androids? I don't play games on Android. No, they recently came up with a patch for, not a patch, an update on Android. Please, why? Okay, you see this? Yeah, grab it. Okay, don't grab it. People will literally bring any Warframe that is useless in a defense mission except a Nova or a Nuker. And I have no idea why they do this, but okay. Okay, fine, I'll make the greater sacrifice, I'll go Nova again. It's fine. You know me, I don't follow anything about anything. I have my own problems to deal with. I literally don't have time to deal with, like, a Loki. Okay, hopefully the Loki has the decoy thing and they're actually useful to the team. But yeah. Yeah, I know exactly what you're asking, and yeah, it did happen. Except not for me, for one of my friends. Yeah, I know! Dude, okay. Explain this to me. If your friend literally contacts you and they're like, hey, what is that game that you play? And, you know, you're like, you know, they're such a normie, they don't understand anything about games. And they're like, hey, you know, that game, I'm because I'm not embarrassed of saying it, but you know, they say it with so much gusto. That's what gets me. They said it with so much gusto. The way they said it, I just, oh my god. That game you play, hey, that game you play, which game? You know, expect them to say like robots or something, I don't know. That sci-fi game on Android with the milky lady, and I'm like, what are you talking about? Because what even got me, like, I didn't know the news that, you know, Warframe is coming out on, what do you call it? It's coming out on Android. So of course I was like, what are you talking about? I don't even, like, do you think I play adult games on my Android? What do you mean? And he's like, no, that game. And then he like linked me the clip, and I was like, oh wow, okay, that's what you mean. I mean, talk about framing, man, framing, you know, framing. Talk about that. Reddit is going crazy. Yeah, I can imagine Reddit is going crazy. I can imagine the comments on Reddit. There's most likely gonna be that one comment that is like, Mom! Yo, Mom, what you doing, Mom? I think that's the funniest part with normies, you know, that aren't into video games, don't even know the title of half of the games. They'll say the weirdest shit ever, and you're like, what the fuck are you trying to say? And then, you know, when you see it, you're like, oh yeah, I guess that makes sense. Because all my friends are that type that don't know the name of games. One of them tried to, like, one day ask me about Dark Souls, and they couldn't remember the name, so they're like, hey, that game, what is it called? The Souls of Darkness. I had one normie friend. Hold on, Seaman series. Okay, I can fix my Seaman. I had one friend, I don't know how he did this, but I think I was trying to talk about Elden Ring, or was it Dark Souls? I don't remember. It was one of the From Software games, and there was literally confusion. He was like, "Hey, that game from the software," and I was like, "What do you mean from the software?" It's like the game from the software. What do you mean the game from the software? Yeah, games are software. It took us 5 minutes of like talking back to actually understand what he meant. He meant like literally the company From Software. And what really gets me is he mentioned the company's name. I mean, he still got it wrong, but he needed the company's name instead of the fucking game, you know? Just tell me the name of the game, man. That's all I need. Another Hydroid. Why? Dude! Hydroid, you can literally build him into a nuke build. A corrosion nuke build, and instead they go with the stupid fucking tentacles that do absolutely nothing. I hate that. If you're gonna, like, it's not even killing anything. Also, doesn't Hydroid have that problem where their tentacles need to be on target kill for the extra loot drop? If you're gonna do that, then go with Korra, man. I think Korra doesn't need the on-kill hit or proc for it to trigger the extra loot. Or even go Necros. What's the point of Hydroid, man? Just build him as a warrior, man, whatever. I don't understand some people, honestly. I mean, I know I want to talk, I always use Ember, but, you know, at least I can nuke with Ember. Plus I have a roar on her, so she's team utility, plus I can augment fire in my team. Does Hydro do any of that? I mean, I can't be bothered, honestly. I'm just gonna hurry up the kills here. That's Warframe's director currently in a nutshell. The bone camera for Redditors? Yeah, I can't believe it, the Redditors in the bone camera. I can't believe that. What do I think? I don't think anything. What really got me is the framing of that. Because when I glanced at the video, I was like, what? You know, I glanced at the video and I was like, what the... what? You know, because on the spot, I was like, whoa, what is this video? Am I watching the wrong video? No, wait, it's her. Most likely skin-colored clothing, you know? No, wait, that's actual skin. What? You know, in the fraction of a second, my brain went to like 5 different resolutions. Not resolution graphically, but like, why, you know, like that framing was happening. And funny enough, the first thing that went through my mind is, you know what, if this is the framing of your director, yeah, I'm not surprised you guys can't fix a single fucking channel in your cosmetics. If your cameraman or the guy in charge of the camera has that framing on your director, I'm not surprised you guys have such a hard time literally fixing one texture channel that takes like 5 seconds to fix. I'm not surprised about that at all. I'm also not surprised by that at all, honestly. I mean, who just sits down and literally asks you the question, hey, you know that game being advertised in Android with the milk? And I'm like, dude, what the fuck are you talking about? I don't play such games. No, you don't.
Drop me in and defend
I mean, the
our
part that
position.
really gets me is that it didn't remember the name of the game. That's what got me, I think, more than anything. Hold your breath. Entire region deals
Make sure
toxin
we get a
damage
gold
over
star on
time,
it.
increasing longer a player remains except in the vicinity of health scrubbers. Guardian Eximus units may encounter it, including Guardian Eximus units. It's a Necromex in this mission, are we sure? Flare, create a field that disrupts player abilities while draining energy. Lose Flare's health. Oh, it's a defense. Beyond the Murmur. Enemies join the ranks. Allies within force slain. Cache crash, console opening a supply cache active from the start. Vampiric Luminous. There we go. Competitive streak. Duration reduced by 50. Pickup does not heal. Pickups do not heal and health orbs cannot be picked up. Oh, okay. Fantastic. Drop guard, Warframe, and ally guard gain reduced by 75%. Wow, okay. Each personal max energy reduced by 75%. Okay. Just tell me not to play the game then. Okay, let's see how this is gonna work out. I think it's take a Nova, honestly. Bam 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 ba-dum ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, take your time loading. What are you loading servers? And somebody's already dying. Energy by 75%? You mean I can't use a single skill? I can't use any of my skills. Bum 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 ba-dum. Bum 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 bum. Don't worry, somebody out there got the perfect Warframe and they're gonna be like, it's an easy week this week. 75% of my energy lost. What does it make it? Oh, right, because I started off at level 1. Fuck my ass, honestly. This week it's bad? Yeah, it seems like D honestly can chill. I mean, I don't know what the point of the modifiers is if it makes the Warframes that you have options as absolutely useless. I have no idea, but okay. Ability duration reduced by 50. Max energy reduced by 75%. So I only have 25% of my energy. But which Warframe is usable? Unless you get lucky with the Warframe that doesn't need anything. Well, what are you gonna do here? Just a Revenant? Another Revenant? Everybody's gonna just be playing Revenant? Okay. Okay, efficiency. 25 per cast. That's one cast. I still need flow. And where the fuck would I stick flow? I'd need to change my entire build. I wouldn't have any space for anything. Should I just pick Nova again? Honestly, D doesn't auto-bounce these games. I might as well just pick up Nova again. This is gonna be a whole headache with Frost. You literally can't use the Warframes you want unless you get the Warframes that you're lucky with. I said efficiency. If I put you... I cap you out. 25. That's 4 times cast, but then nuke my duration. This count becomes useless. My silence becomes useless. My silence becomes 18. Okay, I have no idea, let's try. I think I'm gonna like default to Nova again. Honestly, this sucks. This is so stupid. D doesn't know anything about game balance. They never realized it. What is the point minus 75% energy? That is nothing. What do you build into? Either I have Gauss or Frost. I don't have any options. I don't have a Revenant. I mean, I guess I'll just play a Revenant then, no? Let me guess, this entire week everybody's just gonna spam Revenant. And then D is like, don't worry, we're gonna nerf the Brahma. Oh, another Frost! Another Frost? Are you a Frost? Your icon is not a Frost at all! Oh, no, that's somebody else, okay. Well, Latium, I really hope you carry me this week, honestly. I really need that. Thank you, Lithium, for being so overpowered, honestly. Why are you shooting the bike, homie? The Tsar is a strong weapon, huh? Even fully armor stripped, I need all this damage on it first. Wow. Wow, the Tsar, huh? The Tsar, it's a fantastic weapon. I like how Arcane Energize for no reason. I should pick up Duration instead. I don't know, at least Arcane Energize can help my team.
You call that a spore cloud? I'll show you a spore cloud.
Yo, Meanie, are you gonna fart on them or what? Man, this is rough, honestly. This is very rough. If it wasn't for the bad AI on the enemies, honestly, would be done for. If the Scaldera honestly organized themselves correctly and just bomb rushed us, would be dead. Yo, why is he taking damage? Is he healing or? What? Are we gonna fail? I'm gonna have to read what the text said. What did the text say about Bublui? Okay. No. Where are you, man? You're really blaming the environment, aren't you? Please, just. Why are there still more enemies somewhere? Oh my god, just... Oh my god, Zephyr almost failed there because he kept on juggling that guy. painfully slow. Dude, are you the what do you call it? The bird. If you're the bird, man, come here. I'm gonna defeather you in just a second. Peeps, don't die, please, on me. I need you to live. What's happening? What's with all the pollution? Is this the map? Is this intended, or is this a mistake? By mistake. Okay, D, you're literally... Why am I losing Overguard? Like, I'm actually losing it. It's not like 75% less, it's like subtracting it totally of what I have. Yay! We did it! Yay! We are heroes! That wasn't that rough? It wasn't that rough because Frost's Overguard is, you know, Frost has like one button, he does everything with it. If it wasn't for that, honestly, in the Latium, I wouldn't survive that. I have no idea what my options were over there in terms of like Warframes, like what I could use. If you have a Warframe that requires a caster build, I mean, I don't know how they decides which Warframe they're gonna choose for the weeklies, but you know, because if you make a new Warframe, it will move out the other Warframes, it will like reshuffle them. So what happens if, for example, you get a Warframe that doesn't need energy that much? You can run efficiency build and you can like control and do stuff to the enemy. But then you build a new Warframe by mistake, you keep it out of, like, you take it out of the foundry and it fucks you over. I feel like they don't calculate for a lot of things. But also, if you're gonna go with a team, you know, is the team gonna want you? T. I really hate how I moved the survival for Techrot, and I have no idea why.
To know you're ready.
Oh my god, retargeting! Oh my god, I thought she said something else! Just because the president gives you the R pass doesn't mean you need to use it. You really thought